In all my years testing cordless stick vacuums, one issue with budget to mid-price options is the lack of filtration. While brands claim to have 99+% filtration, only a handful pass the fog test, a visual experiment that torture tests a vacuum seal if it can hold the fog inside the dustbin. One such product did pass this test, which I happened to test this past week. Welcome back to the Cordless Vacuum Guide, and we'll have a close look at one of Simplicity's cordless stick vacuum options, the S65S. This variant is the base model with only one non-powered handheld tool, but it's the cheapest and still comes with a docking station that stores everything in one location. There are two other options, the S65D or Deluxe, or the S65P or Premium, that have more tools. But only the S65P has a soft roller attachment which is not available in the Deluxe and Standard models. Simplicity was kind enough to send me the S65S along with a soft roller to test for this review. But take note that the soft roller attachment slightly inflates the cleaning test results on hard floors because of its efficiency. So how good is this product? I put this vacuum through a grueling series of tests during the past few days to find out, and I'll share with you the results in this video, so let's get into it. The S65 series is Simplicity's only cordless stick vacuum option in their product line. It utilizes a traditional stick vacuum design with the dustbin, motor, trigger, and handle at the top, making it top-heavy. However, it's not an issue in its stick vacuum configuration since it uses a smaller motor and battery, making it lighter than other bulkier stick vacuums with all the bells and whistles. The handle placement and trigger lock lighten the load on your wrist, so it's easier to clean under furniture. Another underrated element of the S65 is its steering. Most cordless stick vacuums in this price range lack responsiveness and have a shallow turning radius. Simplicity designed a steering mechanism that allows you to turn sharply and smoothly around furniture, better than most other options I've tested in this price range. The S65 offers two brush roll attachments, the soft roller, and the multi-floor LED nozzles made for hard floors and carpets respectively. Again, only the premium variant has a soft roller attachment, and one of its most significant selling points is its efficiency. But consumers will need to pay a premium for it or purchase one separately. I also tested the multi-floor LED on hard floors, and it was fairly decent, even with heavy debris like pet litter. One reason why it did well is the seals around the brush roll that helps funnel debris towards the inlet, helping it be more efficient at picking up dirt. However, the multi-floor LED won't have the same efficiency as a soft roller and will snowplow large quantities of debris even on carpet. Nonetheless, if you don't want to spend on it, the multi-floor LED will be decent for daily cleaning chores involving dust and other small debris. Another plus for these brush rolls is the extra rubber padding on the wheels, providing better cushioning and minimizing the risk of scratching surfaces like hardwood floors. The S65 has a standard-looking dustbin with a trapdoor underneath to empty dirt. You can also remove it by twisting the bottom container to clean or dispose large debris quantities. It can hold up to 0.5 liters of debris or up to the fill line. And as I've said in the intro, it utilizes a fully sealed system that didn't leak during the fog test, a rarity for cordless vacuums in this price bracket. Simplicity did an excellent job with the seals around the dustbin and the top-mounted filter to prevent any leaks. All S65 models have interchangeable tools with a 2-in-1 functionality as a handheld and stick vacuum. One downside to their design is that the non-powered handheld tools don't have a lock and only rely on friction. The S65S only comes with one handheld attachment, this combination crevice and brush tool, for cleaning upholstery. The Deluxe and Premium variants will have more attachments, like this upholstery and pet turbo tool, the only one with a release latch. Next, we look at the power levels, and I use several tools for this. The first tool I used is the anemometer, to test airflow at the extension tube and nozzle. Of all the tools I use, it's the most accurate predictor of cleaning performance, especially on carpet, as high airflow cordless stick vacuums tend to do better in experiments on this surface. Other factors like brush roll design come into play, but airflow is a significant predictor. The S65 had average airflow, maxing out at 37.92 and 44.55 CFM at the nozzle and wand respectively. It's not a high number, but good enough to pick up debris on both surfaces. I also use the Y gauge and water lift gauge to measure suction at the max setting. This tool is typically used to troubleshoot central vacuums, and for this experiment, it is used to check the working and sealed suction. Unfortunately, it's not as accurate as a metric for cleaning performance since not all high suction cordless vacuums do well in deep cleaning tests. but I still use it as a reference for comparing cordless vacuums to corded upright vacuums. The Simplicity S65 recorded 60 inches of water lift in the sealed test and 18 inches in the unsealed test, which is at the same level as the Dyson V8 but below other premium options. All this points to at least decent cleaning performance, but the S65 exceeded my expectations during the cleaning tests, picking up a near-perfect score in nearly all the surface cleaning experiments. The soft roller attachment was efficient in all the tests, picking up 100% in majority of the experiments, and the eye test confirms this as it made clean passes, even with hard-to-clean sand. The multi-surface LED was equally efficient on carpet with the same high scores. However, the low clearance means it will snowplow large debris quantities, but it eventually picked them up in succeeding passes. You could see how much coffee was picked up, but I had to use the max setting in the final few passes to get every bit of it. It also excelled in deep cleaning tests, picking up an average of over 97% in 2 tests, one of the best scores for cordless stick vacuums. Even in the low setting, it picked up over 84%, which bodes well on how it will perform on carpet. So I went the extra mile and tried this product on my mom's plush carpets inside her home. And there were 2, a reddish plush area rug inside the living room that hasn't been vacuumed for years, and a slightly thinner pile variety in the dining area that also hasn't been cleaned. It picked up this much for the plush reddish carpet after less than 10 minutes of vacuuming, and this much for the other carpet, which is impressive given that this vacuum isn't designed for cleaning thick pile carpet. One issue using it on a thick carpet is that it isn't easy to push or steer. You'll notice it hop several times as I tried steering it around furniture. But this short experiment showed the S65's capability at least to clean carpets even at the low setting. Edge cleaning is another pro as both the soft roller and multi-surface tools picked up nearly everything in this area. I also tested both floor nozzles at cleaning hair between 5 and 13 inches with mixed results. The soft roller tool was better, picking up well until the 11-inch mark, but it struggled with 13-inch strands. The multi-floor nozzle was worse, only getting 94 and 53% from 5 and 7-inch strands. These results aren't surprising because the S65 nozzles don't have an active anti-tangle system and the multi-floor tool uses a thin brush roll. Fortunately, both rollers are detachable, making them easier to clean if needed. Unfortunately, the S65 will be noisy in both power settings, exceeding 70 decibels and close to 80 in the max setting. Simplicity says that the S65 uses a detachable 2000 mAh lithium-ion battery with a claimed runtime of 25 minutes. I did runtime experiments where I ran the vacuum from a full charge to empty, and it exceeded this claim, lasting a little over 29 minutes in the low setting and over 8 minutes in the max setting. The S65 battery is detachable, so extending the runtime is easy by purchasing extra batteries. The S65P or Premium comes with 2 batteries, doubling the runtime to over 50 minutes. Unfortunately, you cannot plug the cable directly on the battery since it doesn't have any port to plug into. The port is located behind a vacuum handle for the plug, and these charging pins connect to the docking station, so you can charge it there if that's your preference. The S65 isn't perfect by any means, and I'll share some of the quirks I found while testing it. These aren't deal breakers in my opinion, but something to look at before making a decision. The first is a lack of a locking mechanism for the non-powered handheld tools. It relies solely on friction and can dislodge during use. Also, the S65S only comes with one handheld tool, limiting its usability to select areas. The other 2 S65 options comes with more tools, but these will be more expensive. The next quirk is the steering underneath furniture, which could get jumpy. I love the steering during normal use, but the nozzle tends to tilt up when you try steering it under furniture. Lastly is not having a charging port on the battery. I hope that Simplicity considers adding one or an extra port on the docking station to charge 2 batteries simultaneously. Other than these minor issues, the Simplicity S65 will not disappoint with its cleaning performance. It exceeded expectations with its premium level debris pickup, even on embedded sand on mid-pile carpet. As I've said earlier, it picked up this much debris on plush carpet after just a few minutes of vacuuming, which is impressive for a non-premium cordless stick vacuum. Consider this option if you don't want to spend premium dollar for a cordless stick vacuum. If you've made it this far, I'd like to say thank you and consider giving this video a thumbs up if it's been helpful to you. It goes a long way in reaching more consumers and growing this channel. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when I publish new reviews like this. Links are in the description for more information about the Simplicity S65 and a detailed review on my blog. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.